Alright, we actually got a lot of news to discuss today ahead of Season 3 and beyond. PvE updates, new support, Roadhog talk, we got a lot. It's thanks to an interview with Aaron Keller. But I want to adjust the thumbnail real quick because this is Anna Banana, a fan concept by Overwatch Cavalry and an artist. It is beautiful to be one Overwatch coin. I mean, literally Anna Banana, genius artwork. Go follow both the artist as well as Overwatch Cavalry. A seriously amazing news source. Also, the interview with Aaron Keller will be linked down below as it occurred with NME. All sources linked down below like always. Let's get into it. Let's get you all the news because there is a couple things to talk about. So the first big thing is that Aaron Keller himself teased a brand new game mode and he's so excited to announce it alongside the Season 3 skin that he believes the community will go wild for. The Overwatch team acknowledged that one major balance patch per season will also not be enough, which is very, very interesting. Now, we do not know what the skin will be. There is absolutely no reason to speculate, but if he says the community will go wild, I'm going to go ahead and assume it is a fan favorite hero, most likely D.Va, Genji, or, likewise, anyone who's very, 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 very popular. Also, a brand new game mode announced during Season 3, or at the beginning of Season 3, so I wonder if that's a new permanent game mode that will then be cycled in arcade, and I sure hope it's somewhat or a lot better than Battle of the Olympus. Hopefully it's not just another free-for-all. Hopefully it's something that's engaging and fun, and hopefully that new skin that people go wild for is the reward for the new game mode. But that's me being not only optimistic, but gracefully hopeful. Now, next we have Aaron Keller on the Overwatch 2 story mode. While Blizzard are still finalizing the rollout for Overwatch 2 story mode, the plan is to release it gradually later this year. Aaron Keller stated the development was previously going slower than we wanted it to with an interview with NME. So the biggest takeaway from that one specifically is the fact that it kind of confirms, though let's be honest, most of us already speculated this, but it kind of confirms the fact that the story will indeed be gradual and most likely roll out through the lifespan of Overwatch 2 itself, and of course not bundled as one big story mode like originally planned. We sort of knew this, but having him confirm it itself is still kind of important, but I digress. It should be on its way. Now, what will it look like is still completely up to speculation, and people need to understand, for some reason, every time I mention it, people go wild or they haven't fully processed it, but you have to understand the monetization or lack of monetization on the story mode is yet to be revealed. When I told people it might be paid, they're like, hell no, there's no way that Overwatch is free to play. It all changed. But originally Overwatch 2 was going to be re-released as a packaged game for the story mode where you buy the story mode. So we literally have zero clue. No one knows, but it is definitely possible for Overwatch 2 Story or PvE to be paid segments. Now, all that I'm hoping for is that they don't just release a bunch of mini segments and then make people pay for all of it. But who knows? It's Blizzard. It's literally Blizzard. The Lunar New Year event was one $10 skin, which is a red May with a random freaking hat on top of her. I am not hopeful, and I'm sorry, but they have not proven their confidence to me yet. They simply have not. With that being said, sometime 2023 is a little bit vague. I guess the big question is when in 2023? I do not think they'll make it into Season 3. That is very, very, very unlikely. I don't think we'll see any sort of story content drop with Season 3. I'm going to speculate Season 4. I think in Season 4, alongside its release, will be the first segment or content drop for Overwatch 2 PvE, but that is speculation. That is my prediction. Of course, that is not fact. Because for them to make it into Season 3, it's already too late, in my opinion. I think we would have seen way more. They would want to hype this up, some trailers, some teasers, and if not in Season 4, for sure Season 5. Because after that, unless they really pull us with a end of 2023 at the very, very, very end, but I don't even know if Overwatch will survive that long, no cap. We already really need content, man. The events, the way I'm sorry I talked about the Lunar again, but not just the Lunar. Battle of Olympus was a huge miss. The Christmas event didn't feel like anything, or the holiday event, sorry, it just felt like nothing. I don't know. They've been missing. It would not survive a year in this state. That's just my honest truth, my prediction. They're going to need to hurry it up a little. Another piece of news that we did know about, but did get elaborated on a little bit, is that back-to-back support heroes in 2023. In an interview with NME, Aaron Keller confirms that the next two heroes are support heroes, teasing they bring some things to the game that we haven't seen before. Some new mechanics and really exciting ways to interact with your own team. And this is the important one. This is pretty cool. Okay, so back-to-back supports is great. It's giving the support role a little bit of a catch-up that is much needed, but the biggest part here is that it's completely new mechanics and following that, a new way to interact with your team. So you know at least one of the two mechanics is something that's new and that you can interact with your team. So not just damage boost and healing, but something else. We also know Lucio has a speed boost. I was thinking of a cooldown boost, but we already have that in the form of Kiriko. I'm wondering, I wonder, will they return something like armor buffs? No, that's not. I don't know. That's like still wouldn't really be new though, not at all. I wonder if, maybe, you know how Symmetra used to be a support and it had some sort of form of teleporter? Maybe something like you can put a teleporter or bring your entire team through a wall. Something like some sort of huge team play. Like, you know, Kiriko teleports through a wall. What if you teleport your team through a wall? That sounds busted though. Will they bring another res? But that's not new because Mercy can res and it is unique. But will they bring another one? I don't know. I actually don't know. Maybe my creative juice right now today's not running. Usually I love thinking and speculating, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think is a new mechanic that makes sense in Overwatch that we do not currently have? Let me know down below. But further diving into the article, there's one little part I'd like to read to you, so listen a little bit carefully. There's a lot of nuance that goes into balance, Keller explains. It can feel like there are certain heroes that are allowed to be strong or popular, and others that, when they do become strong, the community has a pretty adverse reaction to. I think it's all very natural. One of the things we've been talking about internally is what happens when heroes that have mechanics that can be frustrating or stifling to play against become really powerful. The director points out that the same topic can be applied to the current discussions around Roadhog, who opponents can find stifling due to his ability to one-shot more fragile heroes while still being difficult to kill. When heroes like that become very powerful, the community can have a pretty big reaction to it. While there are others like Orisa who is fairly powerful as well, but her kit feels more fair or more steady, Keller points out. I think the community will look at the hero like that, and if it becomes the new dominant tank, it's a little bit more accepted. And basically, this is partially true. I mean, I'm an Orisa hater. I've been calling out Orisa since she wasn't even that powerful, and I still hate playing against her, but I digress. Let's take it as a community, you know, as a whole. And this is partially true. And it's basically boils down to, is the mechanic fun to play against? If no, the more powerful it is, the more frustrating it becomes, and it's literally that simple. Roadhog's basic kit and design revolves around getting that one shot. If you remove that one shot, he is useless. That's it. It's as simple as that. And the community would prefer him be useless than terrorize the game, which, you know, to a certain extent makes a lot of sense. I mean, let's be honest. But with all that being said, it goes to also show that Roadhog's changes cannot be a simple nerf, and it's been delayed multiple times. And at this point, my hopes have risen quite a bit. You can't just delay a broken hero that much and not give us something good. It better be a soft reworked Roadhog in which his core playstyle probably changes, so he's overall weaker but still potent and can still do something. If Blizzard after all this time simply nerfs him to the ground in which he is non-existent, we're gonna have yet another negative video on our hand.